start with $50,000, which is roughly around about
180.
180, 200,000 dirhams.
Mhm.
Obviously, he had to rent his place
Hmm.
in Dubai. Look after schools and everything. So rental, I would tell him, suggest him to rent it out. If you're renting it out, just rent it out in Sharjah,
Hmm.
because it's way cheaper than Dubai.
Hmm.
Sharjah, I think a lot of people has this old Sharjah in their minds, where a lot of dust and everything. I think Sharjah has grown
Hmm.
and outgrown
Hmm.
recently, in the last 15-20 years. Sharjah matches lifestyle
Hmm.
to any other modern city in the world, right?
Yes.
It
Yes.
has the best schools, the infrastructure. I think a lot of people has this opinion that the traffic rush hour is the main hurdle, but somebody who's moving is not working, and is a business you wakes up around 10 or 9:30 or 10
Hmm.
a.m. in the morning, and you go to work at 11. Sharjah is a place to live. You can get 3 bedrooms for 10,000, for $7,000 a year.
Hmm.
Good place.
Hmm.
3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms to start with in Dubai, in Sharjah. And it's Dubai is like 5 minutes away, 500 minutes away from. So you just need to, invest your money smartly. Somebody who's come up with $50,000, roughly, could obviously would need a trade license, or can. So he's got multiple options. If he want to go on, I would suggest to first work. Um, in an area, or try to learn, spend time, a month, 2 times, in understanding what he wants to, where he wants to invest. Let's suppose I could give you examples of a car rental business. You would need a trade license, an office, a bank account for that. But for 180,000 dirhams, I think you don't have to spend $180,000 spot on. But I would say lease about 10, 15 cars for
Hmm.
about 80 to, I think
Small
you get
ticket cars,
small
probably.
ticket cars,
Yeah.
because they go on for something like, small ticket cars. When I talk about small tickets, about 35,000, 40,000
For a new
dirhams ticket
for a new
for
car.
a new car.
Yeah.
You just pay 20% of the bank, and bank gives you up. So for
But
something
but
like,
as a new business, would the bank be able to give you such kind of leverage to
if he
and
takes.
also before that, if somebody is coming with $50,000, I would assume that they have some other amount set up already.
Of
It's
course.
not the only net worth they are carrying.
Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
but we're talking about, even with $50,000, I don't want them to spend
Yeah, yeah, of course,
all
of
on
course, of
all
course.
on infrastructures, but they would need a cash flow, capital injection,
Hmm.
aside from what he's investing. So car rental is something he could set up for around good 25, $30,000, and keep $20,000 as an emergency money,
Hmm.
just to keep it. But just to give you a perspective on car rental business, a small car rental business would cost him around, with trade license and office, with around 5 or 6 small cars, something around, 25, $30,000.
Hmm.
He could get around 10 cars, with that money. So 20% of 40,000 dirhams is around 8,000
Yeah.
dirhams,
Dirhams. Yeah.
right? If we get even 10 cars, right,
80,000 dirhams.
80,000 dirhams, the trade license would be around $10,000 to $12,000. Another miscellaneous cost would be around $10,000 with office space and everything. I
Hmm.
would suggest to go on to a shared space, not to buy an office first hand. You can do that.
Would you be able to do this in Dubai, or you have to be stay like based? Your business should be based in Sharjah for this kind of cost.
No, Dubai,
Dubai is fine. Okay.
Dubai is fine. You have, and you should have a good marketing cost, and everything. With 10, 12 cars, you can just rent it out. Going a small car, monthly rentals, you can earn up to 15, 1600 dirhams. Multiply by that, by 10. So you have a revenue of around 160,000.
Hmm.
Sorry, 16,000 dirhams.
Hmm.
You save with everything around 7 to 8,000
Yeah,
dirhams to
the good
start
thing
with.
about Dubai is that it's very safe city. and the insurance cost of the cars is also less if you compare it with, let's say, a country like Canada, because I've seen so huge. This is the cost of doing business
Yeah.
if you talk about.
Yeah.
So
Good
this,
part is when you actually buy these new cars, they give out 2 years free insurance
yeah,
and everything with that. But a question as to why would bank give a
yeah,
new
this is
company?
this,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think with the provision now, you're eligible to get that loan if you talk to the banks and they're willing, because it's an asset control collateral. So it's easier to get car loans as opposed to personal
right,
loans.
right,
So bank would sponsor you for
okay,
that.
okay,
Another business, a small business would be a trading business. Just
mm-hmm,
buy cell phones
mm-hmm,
and sell it. You
mm-hmm.
can import cell phones from US or any other country. I think that business is always,
So this will be
flourishing.
B2C,
Yeah,
B2C.
B2C and even B2B. You can just import, get it from eBay, and you have to do a lot of market research, obviously, before that. But the laptops
Hmm.
is another thing. We see a lot of Pakistanis and Indians going into
I've seen this.
Bangladeshi,
I've seen this. Yes.
opening laptop shops. You get
Yes.
lots from US for around
Hmm.
good $10,000
Hmm.
and selling it around 18 or $15,000. Obviously, you need to do a lot of market research
Hmm.
for this. Um, but we need to understand Dubai before. Dubai itself is not a big market. But Dubai serves over 50 or 70 countries, 50 to
Hmm.
70 countries, which is EMEA as a region, from Saudi Arabia, GCC countries to North Africa and Africa. So it's a lot of African customers coming to Dubai,
Hmm.
yeah, Central Asian customers coming to Dubai and buying it. You see, data markets, they're full of foreign customers. So you need to have that understanding before doing any sort of business. Another is the Uber Kareem model.
Hmm.
I don't know if we could call it an active or a passive business, but it is a business. Um, how to open a Uber Kareem? We need to understand this in Dubai. It's not like in US or in Pakistan or India. You just have a
Hmm.
car and do it.
Hmm.
So you would have a car which is not older than 3 years old. You go to basically a limousine company, which we call.
Hmm.
You take a license from them for 1,500 dirhams. The
1,500 dirhams.
1,500 dirhams a
Okay.
month. RTA, this plate. RTA is the Road Transport Authority, which is the regulatory authority in Dubai. Um, which does, and I only recommend Uber Careem business in Dubai, not in any other cities, because of the tourist which we have in Dubai. So RTA, tag regulation number plate, this limousine license, 1,500 dirhams. RTA, I think tag would cost you around 10,000 dirhams for
Okay.
that. A car would be, a Lexus, hybrid, or now a lot of people are investing in Teslas. So car would cost you around 140 to 180,000 dirhams.
Right.
Obviously, you lease
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
car.
Hmm.
Then you would need to find drivers. Either you want to drive or somebody else want to drive, or you want to hire drivers. Would cost you another 30,000 dirhams with licenses and everything.
The challenge might be, what I was thinking is to hire the drivers. They should be trustable and, I would say, qualified.
I wouldn't say they would be trusted, because everybody here whom you is trusted because of the security things.
Hmm.
But point is, there has to be competent.
Hmm.
You give them targets. I know a lot of friends who have actually invested in this business, has been successful.
Hmm.
So just to give you a perspective, when you come into an Uber business, there are two models in Dubai. If you're coming and you want to drive yourself, so there are companies in Dubai, limousine companies, which actually give you a car. But the downside is it's on their name, right? So you spend around up to 70,000 dirhams. There could be two partners. You can split that amount, 35,000 dirhams, and you can get a limo. You drive it yourself. You save around 5-6,000 dirhams each.
Okay. This model is on top of the Uber Careem, because okay, you're not. you're not let's say renting out your car to Uber or Kareem, but you're making your own
Yeah.
limousine company.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're actually hiring it. You're getting the car from a limousine company.
Okay.
The car would be on your name as an asset. The limousine company would guarantee the bank to get the car on your name.
Okay.
So it be technically the car would be on limousine and your name.
Okay.
And you'd be splitting the cost. So, but it's 30,000 dirhams for a car. Where you are driving, and so you save around 5 to 6,000. If you have your own car, then you'd be saving. So a limousine, from my perspective, I've actually seen people with dashboards. Um, so on two drivers, somebody drives a limo when we say limo, a Lexus or a Uber Kareem in Dubai. The everyday sale is around something in good times around 900 dirhams to 1,000 dirhams
for a day.
for a day.
Yes.
And for something if on an off season around 600 or 500.
This is on once the car is on Uber or Kareem network.
And Uber and Kareem network only, right?
Okay.
And so the revenue goes up to from 24,000 dirhams a month to around 30,000 dirhams.
Right.
So if you own a car, your cost with petrol and driver would be not less than around 10,000
Okay.
dirhams. So you save around 20,000 dirhams a
Hmm.
month if you have this your own car, or even in bad times around 10 to 11,000 dirhams if somebody else is driving it,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And you have it. So that is a very feasible.
That is when you own the car.
That is when you own the
So
car.
your investment is already done for the car.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
say full investment of 180,000
is
dirhams for one car.
So if you don't own the car,
And
so
you do it on lease.
the car rental, so you have to pay around 7 to 8,000 dirhams, depending on the car finance side.
Right.
Then RTA fees. So your spending is with drivers around something like 12 to 14,000 dirhams.
Okay.
If your revenue is 30,000 dirhams, you subtract that. So you split around 14,000 dirhams between two drivers.
Okay.
If you don't own that, right?
Okay.
So even in worse times, so this is there are two models working in Dubai. So with $50,000, you have obviously options. You can set up a laundry. You can set up,
Yeah. So
things.
so maybe once we delve into, let's say, 100,000 dirhams model, maybe some of them can be accommodated with 50,000 as well. So let's talk about 100,000.